Recording in progress.
There we go. And first I want to start with just some gentle movement. Once again, I opened up the news today and saw a whole bunch of stuff that's happening on y'all's side of the world, and my stomach turned into knots. And so I can only imagine some of the feelings you're feeling. And so what I want to do is just bring in some of that sensual movement that really nourishes our body. Very simple. So if you can find just a seated position, maybe it's going to be where you lie down for sound. And I want you to visualize your spine. I want you to start at the base, down around the Muladhara, the root. And I want you to visualize the spine just really lengthening as it comes all the way up the body, all the way up into the throat. And so to keep length, we want that chin slightly down so the top of the spine is really in alignment. Now, trauma response when we're stressed is naturally to close up because you're protecting yourself. So I want you to really open up. Roll those shoulders back with that nice tall spine. Really roll those shoulders back and let them glide down the sides and let them sit back. Chest is forward, heart is open, but ribs are tucked in. In that position, I want you just to put palms up, and I want you to inhale as if you're raising a plate to the sky, an offering. Inhale, raise it all the way up, and then I want you to look up through the hands to the sky, and I just want you to sit here with this beautiful full extension. Set some intention for your practice today, for your meditation, for your sound. Inhale, exhale, palms down, push down the energy back to the ground, grounding energy along the sides of the body. I want you to take, this should be your right hand because it's my left. I want you to serve that plate again. Inhale, push up to the opposite side of the body. And I want you to look down at the hand that's on the ground. Then I want you to look up. Then I want you to look back down. And then I want you to take that hand that's up at the sky and press the energy back down to the floor and trade. Serve the tray. Inhale up. Exhale over. Look down. Look up, look down. Top hand, palm goes down, brings it right back down to the ground. Find that nice tall spine again. And I want you to connect your ear to shoulder. Roll slowly, chin to center of the chest. Opposite ear to shoulder, keep those shoulders rolled back. And then I want you to bring it around to the back of the head, to the back of the spine. So you got this nice 4-point roll of the neck. I've got my fingertips gently on the ground just to keep a little bit more balance. And then I want you to reverse it. Keep those 4 points going. I don't know about you, I've got some crunchies going on in my neck. And bring it back to center. Fingertips are pointed on the ground, but I want you to take your right hand, I gotta go opposite, your right hand across to your left knee. And then that left hand is gonna go even further back behind you. And I want you to take a twist from the ribs and shoulder, and then turn the direction of your neck to look to the back. Keep that nice tall spine. So you're going from the ribs, chest and shoulder, back. Couple of breaths. And when you're ready, you're going to just change that. What happens on one side happens on the other. Just remember, it's not from the waist, from the ribs. Ribs, chest, shoulder, and look back. Beautiful. When you're ready, bring it back to center. Put your palms onto your knees. And now I want you to create rib to the side, to the front, to the other side, collapse to the back. And I just want you to roll your ribs out. Imagine that you're in a barrel, like a wine barrel, and you're scraping the sides using your ribs. Nice. You can close the eyes. You can engage the arms and shoulders and make it a little bit more juicy. And when you're ready, change direction and see if that other direction is easier. Maybe it's a little bit more challenging. Love it. And when you're ready, come into center. Now I want everyone to lie down on their back. We're not going to go right into sound, but what I want you to do, and you're going to listen to my voice, is once you lie down, legs are straight out, hands are down by the side. Using your hands, I want you to bring your right knee into your chest. You can grasp the hands around the bottom of the knee and just tuck it in and get a nice long stretch. And I want you to just take a couple nice slow breaths, wherever that breath is from. Now, can you transition and trade legs with minimal movement at the top of the body? It's just the legs really moving. Pull that leg close into the chest. Keep the shoulders relaxed, jaws relaxed. Now I want you to take a couple of those and just trade off. It's a nice big inhale on the release and an exhale when you pull the leg in. Take a couple more of those. Take one more, and then I want you to bend your knees flat or feet on the ground. Feet are flat on the ground. Can't say that. And then I want you to windshield wiper your knees slowly, slow and yummy. Drop them to one side. Notice if there's any tension or stress. Move to the other side. Go ahead and close your eyes with this. Enjoy how the body just does what it needs to do, right? It wants this stretch. It wants this gentle movement. You're ending your day. Your day's been hectic. It wants this care. And whenever you've done a few cycles of that, go ahead and extend the legs back out. Go into a corpse pose. And now is your chance to check and see where your breath is at. Just a couple natural breaths. Where is your breath beginning and where is it ending? Does your breath start in the chest and end in the chest? Can you expand your breath to make it a full experience of belly, ribs, chest, all the way up into the throat, and a release out the mouth as if you're fogging a mirror that releases fully down into an empty belly. Couple of breaths in this nice juicy state. Think about that rolling breath. Think about with every exhale, the body understands the assignment. There's a little bit more of a release each time you exhale. Something you've been carrying through the day is removed with each exhale. There's a softness a veil of energy that's draping over your body, caressing you, protecting you from everything on the outside. It's a cocoon. Now I want you to, or invite you to, on your next inhale, do an inhale of a 4 count through your nose. Hold it for a 6 count, and then release it out of your mouth for an 8 count. So it would be an inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 6, 7, 8. And release 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. We hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We release 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try cycles of that on your own for just a moment. Notice where the breath might get stuck. Notice where you might feel some pressure or uncertainty. Just take note of it. And in the next cycle, try to gently press through that. Every exhale reminds you that you're safe, that you're loved, that you're here. Your energy, your life, your thoughts matter. Your safety matters. Your peace matters. But it has to matter most to you, so you're showing up because it does. That's a beautiful practice. For today's sound practice, I'm going to start with the more earthly tones. Tones that will help, hopefully, support your grounding, hopefully support your ability to surrender in this process. I'll tie those into a very heart-centered sound. Then we'll take a journey up into the more ethereal sounds, incorporating the throat and the ears, the mouth, the intuition, the third eye, the crown, that beautiful portal to receive from ancestors, creator, things unseen, and as well what we call a soul sound, your 8th chakra, which sits about I don't know, 8 to 10 inches above the head. Then I will marry all those sounds together, and depending on how things are going, we will either tie things in deeply into the heart-centered space or maybe into a deeper grounding sound. I invite you to take whatever breath pattern feels the most comfortable to you. You've just reminded your body what a somatic and a parasympathetic breath is and feels like. And so your body should be tuned in to the messaging of it's time to surrender. It's time to let go. It's time to relax. It's time to de-stress. Now, if something is heavier on your mind or heart or spirit, and that is something that you want to reflect upon, by all means. But if things come in your mind like your laundry list or what you need to do at the grocery store or work, I want you to do your best to turn that monkey mind off. Those are things that we don't want to give our power to. I'll say that again. If there is something important or heavy that's on your heart, mind, or soul, and you want to have time in this practice to reflect on that or ask for support, help, connection, by all means, feel free. But if it is something that is around work or kids or dinner or laundry, we're going to push those off to the side because they're intruding. They're intrusive right now. There will be moments of silence. In those moments of silence, I want you to try and stay in this process. Those are intentional moments of silence where I want you just to really embrace being present. This very deep sound is the Muladhara, the root bowl. And so if you are dealing with a struggle today of being grounded, I want you to imagine and breathe into this sound. Imagine it going into that base of the spine. You can also imagine growing roots from throughout your back, along the body, down deep into the earth for connection and grounding. This is the 8th energy center, the soul star. Imagine about 8 to 12 inches above your head. This energy center really protects all the 7 primary. So as this is playing, you can imagine this sound draping over you. It's a very nourishing, deep, rich sound. We're going to close our practice with some deep breath into our heart center. I invite you to take one or both hands and place them over your heart. I will only play the heart frequency bowl, Anahata. During this time, you can simply breathe and receive. Or if there's someone you want to send love to, someone you're missing, you can receive for yourself and also send to them. I hope the beautiful owl and crow energy found you during this practice. All the crows just showed up and on my front porch here and gave a couple of really good crow laughs as they peeked in the windows. As you come back into your space, be gentle. Start with some slow fluttering of the eyes, open and close, and maybe some shifting of your jaw, side to side, front and back. Maybe you give a nice big stretch, and then find time to roll over to one side. As you're on your side, you can take a look around and reorientate yourself with your room and your space. And then take a hand and press the body up slowly. And as you rise and get your balance, maybe take a nice seated, grounded position. And then I encourage you to maybe take another big stretch, opening the chest, maybe reaching it up to the sky. Bringing those hands back down around the body, giving yourself a nice big hug. Remember, one of the biggest acts of resistance, one of the biggest acts of revolution is showing up for yourself and providing care for yourself on a regular basis, despite the madness that's around you in the world. I will be in the Bay Area teaching classes for Banyan. Please keep an eye out if you are local. We will be posting classes here in the next 2 weeks. We also have a beautiful community family-friendly event on a farm in Half Moon Bay that will go live as well. And then we have our beautiful Goddess Women's Circle that will be happening on April 12th in Menlo Park as well. If you are signed up for our classes, you're receiving emails, keep an eye out because those will go live once again in the next 2 weeks. I believe that we get to interact again through this class hosted by Menlo Park Rec at the end of March. So make sure that you sign up. That'll be right before I start to journey to the States for I think 6 or 7 weeks. If you have anything you want to share, anything you need to say, feel free. You can come on camera. If there's anything you want to share, an email, you can email me at the email that I sent out to all of you with the class information. And if you have questions too, outside of that, remember providing self-care is also a form of community care, which we need a lot of right now. When you are better, you're able to show up, you're able to support in the face of all this injustice. So I look forward to sharing space with you again. Until then, please take care of yourselves.
Thank you so much. That was amazing.
You're welcome, sweetie. You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Remember to do the survey whenever you sign off, okay? Everybody take care of yourselves.
Will do. Thank you.
Bye.